I therefore take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for the efforts you put in individually and severally in service of the great people of Nyandarua County during the break. Honorable members, the County Assembly has 3 clear mandates, namely representative, legislation, and oversight, as established under Article 176 of the Constitution. I have no doubt that the House shall robustly execute these mandates with diligence for the benefit of the people. I have utmost confidence that you shall use all the tools at your disposal to represent your electorate, enact key legislation that will inform key policy decisions in the county, as well as concisely scrutinize the documents that will be submitted to this House to ensure that the development agenda of the county government is achieved for the overall good of our great county. Honorable members, aware of the weight of the expectations placed upon us by our respective electorates, it is my sincere expectation that this House shall with vigor diligently ensure that the county executive and other county government agencies utilize public resources prudently to create more opportunities and for the overall good of the great people of the county of Nyandarua. Honorable members, I wish to assure all organs and agencies that form the county executive that the County Assembly will be there to offer all the support they may need in pursuance of efficient and effective service delivery to the people. All matters that require the attention of the County Assembly should therefore be duly submitted to the Office of the Clerk for consideration by the House. Honorable members, aware of the precarious political situation our nation finds itself in today, I call upon members of this House to take deliberate action to serve and unite our people for the common good of the county, region, and the entire nation. I urge that we endeavor to make this county a better place today and for prosperity. Thank you, honorable members. Clerk, next order.
Order number 3, messages. Order number 4, petitions. Order number 5, papers.
Before, I wish to have the majority leader or the deputy majority leader to lay down the notice paper. Oh, thank you. The Honorable Minority Whip.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. This is the notice paper for 23rd September and 24th September 2025. On papers, Honorable Speaker, we have Nyandarua County Annual Development Plan, CADP, for financial year 2026-2027. We also have the second paper, that is Nyandarua County Energy Plan for 2024-2028. Honorable Speaker, we also have several reports on annual reports and financial reports for the year ended 30th June 2025 for various vocational training center within the county, starting with the Kinangop Vocational Training Center, Kagwe Vocational Training Center, Gorika Vocational Training Center, Rorie Vocational Training Center, Olkalao Vocational Training Center, Meragini Vocational Training Center, Jabini Vocational Training Center. Number 10, Relishua Vocational Training Center. 11, that is Meharati Vocational Training Center. 12, Mukeu Vocational Training Center. Shamata Vocational Training Center. Kahoro Vocational Training Center. Number 15, that is Shauli Vocational Training Center. 16, as listed, is the Pesi Vocational Training Center. 17 is Kanyagia Vocational Training Center. And number 18 is Lishao Vocational Training Center. On those various vocational training center, that's the annual reports and financial statements for the year ended 30th June 2025. Honorable Speaker, report number 19 is report of the Committee on Health Services on the Engineer County Level 4 Hospital annual report and financial statements for the year ended 30th June 2024 to be tabled by Honorable Paul, sponsored by Honorable Gesha Wabaida, Chairperson, Committee on Health Services. Report number 20 is the report of the Committee on Education, Vocational Training, Culture, Gender and Social Protection on the petition on the status of petition on the status of allocation of land to internally displaced persons domiciled in Nyandarua County, sponsored by Honorable Peter Gadogo Kamau, Chairperson, Committee on Education, Vocational Training, Culture, Gender and Social Protections. Report number 21 is report of the Committee on Trade, Industrialization, Cooperatives, Development and Partnership on the approval for the nomination of Mr. Daniel Getao Bolo as Chief Officer for Partnership, Diaspora and Resource Mobilization, sponsored by Honorable Samuel Limwikayani, Chairperson, Committee on Trade, Industrialization, Cooperatives, Development and Partnership. Report number 22 is report of the Committee on Public Service, Administration and Devolution on the approval for the nomination of Mr. Henry Kimani Kongo as Chief Officer for Public Administration and Devolution, sponsored by Honorable Ednan Kengoli Wabogo, Chairperson, Committee on Public Service, Administration and Devolution. Report number 23 is report of the Committee on Budget and Appropriation on the County Government's Budget Implementation Review Report for the first half of the financial year 2024-2025, sponsored by Honorable Isaac Kongo Wajiro, Chairperson, Budget and Appropriation Committee. Report number 24 is report of the House Business Committee on the nomination of Honorable Jane Gadira Joroge to various assembly committees, sponsored by Honorable Samuel Shege Gadirimu, Vice Chairperson, House Business Committee. Honorable Speaker, on notices and motions, we have a notice of motion on the report of the Committee on Trade, Industrialization, Cooperatives, Development and Partnership on the approval for the nomination of Mr. Daniel Getao Bolo as Chief Officer for Partnership, Diaspora and Resource Mobilization by Honorable Samuel Limwe Kayani. Notice of motion on the report of the Committee on Public Service, Administration and Devolution on the approval for the nomination of Mr. Henry Kimani Kongo as Chief Officer for Public Administration and Devolution by Honorable Ednan Kengoli Wabungo. Notice of motion on the report of the House Business Committee on the nomination of Honorable Jane Gadira Joroge to various Assembly Committee by Honorable Samuel Shege Gadirimu. Honorable Speaker, on statements, We have a response to a statement sought by Honorable Patrick Muhede Kariuki on status of employment and distribution of staff across the county by Honorable Ednan Wabogo Kengori. We have second statements response to a statement sought by Honorable Paul Kerukabolo on status of T-Loss Dam in Chalagita Ward by Honorable John Duo Gasheno, Chairperson, Lands. Honorable Speaker, today at 2:30 p.m., we'll have several papers. We'll have a paper on Milo Inya Municipality Annual Report and financial statements for the financial year ended 30th June 2025 sponsored by Honorable Elijah Mwaginyaga, Majority Leader. Second, we have Engineer Municipality Annual Report and financial statements for the financial year ended 30th June 2025, same by Leader of Majority. That is Nyandarua County Climate Change Fund Annual Report and financial statements for the financial year ended June 30th, 2025, same by Leader of Majority. For this, Nyandarua County Lake All Blessed Sports, Tourism and Conservation have Marathon Fund Annual Report and financial statements for the financial year ended 30th June 2025, same by Leader of Majority. Number 5, we'll have a paper also on Engineer County Level 4 Hospital Annual Report and financial statements for the year ended 30th June 2025. Also, J.M. Kariuki Memorial County Referral Hospital Level 4 Hospital Annual Report and financial statements for the year ended 30th June 2025. Also, Olkalau Municipality Annual Reports and financial statements for the financial year ended 30th June 2025. Also, a report on Nyandarua County Bursary Fund Annual Report and financial statements for the financial year ended 30th June 2025. We'll also have Nyandarua County Emergency Fund Annual Report and financial statements for the financial year ended June 30th, 2025, all to be tabled by Leader of Majority. We also have other severals, that is Nyandarua County Executive, State and Public Officers Car Loan and Mortgage Scheme Fund Annual Report and financial statements for the financial year ended June 30th, 2025. Nyandarua County Government Annual Report and financial statements for the financial year ended 30th June 2025. And lastly, Nyandarua County Revenue Fund Annual Report and financial statements for the financial year ended 30th June 2025. Same, all of those to be tabled by Leader of Majority. Honorable Speaker, on statements, we'll have a response to a statement sought by Honorable Isaac Kamau on status of titling of Mawigo and Tulasha colonial villages, sponsored by John Dugashino, Chairperson, Committee on Lands, Physical Planning, Housing and Urban Development. Second statement on the status of employment of ECD teachers and disbursements of capitation to ECD centers by Honorable Samuel Mwekayani, MCA Githafai Ward. I think he is the person seeking the statement. That is statement on the spending from the emergency fund by same Honorable Samuel Mwekayani, MCA Githafai Ward, and also another statement on the status of pending bills in the county and spending under the pending bills vote. Same by Honorable Samuel Limwekayani, MCA Gathafai Ward. Honorable Speaker, on motion and bills, we'll have a motion on the report of the Committee on Education, Vocational Training, Culture, Gender and Social Protection on the departmental budget implementation report for financial year 2023-2024 by Honorable Peter Gadogo Kamau, Chairperson, Committee on Education, Vocational Training, Culture, Gender and Social Protection. Second is report, that's a motion on report of the House Business Committee on the nomination of Honorable Jane Gadira Joroge to various assembly committees together with procedural motion by Honorable Samuel Shege Gadirimu. Honorable Speaker, tomorrow, that is Wednesday, 24th September 2025, 9:30 a.m., we'll have several papers to table. That will be on report of the Committee on Water, Sanitation, Environment, Tourism, Natural Resources and Climate Change, budget implementation for the financial year 2023-2024 by Honorable Isaac Kamau Baye, Chairperson's Committee on Water, Sanitation, Environment, Tourism, Natural Resources and Climate Change. We'll also have reports of the Committee on Water, Sanitation, Environment, Tourism, Natural Resources and Climate Change on the Nyandarua County Lake Olblosat Sports, Tourism and Conservation Half Marathon Fund quarterly reports and financial statements for the period ended June 30th, 2025, seen by Honorable Isaac Kamau Baye. That is report of the Committee on Finance, Economic Planning, ICT and Revenue on the Nyandarua County Revenue Fund quarterly report and financial statements for the period ended June 30th, 2025 by Honorable Sakare Mwagijero, Chairperson's Committee on Finance, Economic Planning, ICT and Revenue. There will also have a report of the Committee on Special Funds Accounts on the Nyandarua County Executive, that is State and Public Officers Car Loan and Mortgage Scheme Fund half-year report and financial statements for the period ended 30th September 2024 and December 31st, 2024 by Honorable Peter Deji Kiriga, Chairperson, Committee on Special Funds Accounts. The fifth report of the Committee on Special Funds Accounts on Nyandarua County Emergency Fund quarterly report and financial statements half-year reports and financial statements for the period ended September 30th, 2024 and December 31st, 2024, same by Honorable Deji Kiriga. The sixth report of the Committee on Special Funds Accounts on the request for approval of spending from the Emergency Fund for the period ended 31st December 2025, same by Honorable Peter Deji Kiriga. We'll also have a report of the Water, Sanitation, Environment, Tourism, Natural Resources and Climate Change on the Nyandarua County Lake Olblosat Sport, Tourism and Conservation Half Marathon Fund annual report and financial statements for the financial year ended June 30th, 2024 by Honorable Isaac Baye Kamau. Honorable Speaker, we will also have about three statements. First is a statement on the status payment of goods and services for the financial year 2024-2025 by Honorable Daniel Gitau Dongo, MCA Kalau Ward. A response to a statement sought by Honorable Isaac Kongo Wajiro on statements on the status of ECD teachers in Wajohi Ward by Honorable Peter Gadogo Kamau. There will be also a response to a statement sought by Honorable Catherine Nyawira Madege on statements on the status of quality and safety of potatoes in Nyandarua County by Honorable Paulo Kirukabulu. Honorable Speaker, you may, I have my colleagues making a lot of noise. I'm not able to.
Yes, honorable members, consult in low tones so that the member can be able to finish.
Honorable Speaker, on motion and bills, we'll have a report. We'll have a report of the Committee on Trade, Industrialization, Cooperative Development and Partnership on the approval for the nomination of Mr. Daniel Getao Boro as Chief Officer to Partnership, Diaspora and Resource Mobilization by Honorable Samuel Mikayani. Honorable Speaker, tomorrow, 24th September 2025 at 2:30 p.m., we'll also have several papers to be tabled. That is report of the Committee on Education, Vocation, Training, Culture, Gender and Social Protection on the letter on enhancement of ECD teachers' stipends in Nyandarua County bound by Honorable Peter Gadogo Kamau. Second is a report of the Committee on Legal Affairs, Labor, Intergovernmental Relations and Coordination on the Nyandarua County Office and of the County Attorney Annual Report for the period of 1st July 2023 to 30th June 2024 by Honorable Hussein Dongo Kasana. That is report of the Committee on Health Services on the Engineer County Level 4 Hospital Quarterly Report and Financial Statements for the period ended March 1st, 2025 by Honorable Paul Geshe Wabaire. For the report of the Committee on Health Services and on the JM Memorial County Referral Hospital Quarterly Report and Financial Statements for the period ended that 1st March 2025, same by Honorable Geshe Wabaire. The fifth is the report of the Committee on Health Services on JM Karaoke Referral Level 4 Hospital Quarterly Report and Financial Statements for the period ended June 30th, 2025. Same by Honorable Paul Geshe Wabaire. The sixth one is a report of the Committee on Health Services on the Engineer County Level 4 Hospital Quarterly Report and Financial Statements for the period ended June 30th, 2025. Same by Honorable Paul Geshe Wabaire. Tomorrow, we'll also have, in the afternoon, we'll also have a response to a statement sought by Honorable Catherine Nyawira Madenge on county database on all public and private parcel of lands by Honorable John Dogashino, Chairperson's Committee on Lands. Lastly, we'll have a motion that's report of the Committee on Public Service Administration and Devolution on the approval for the nomination of Mr. Henry Kimani Kongo as Chief Officer for the Public Administration and Devolution by Honorable Edmund Kengori Wabogo, Chairperson, Committee on Public Service, Administration and Devolution. Honorable Speaker, this notice paper is prepared and published pursuant to Standing Orders 40 and 41 and is dated this 23rd day of September 2025 by the clerk of the Nyandarua County Assembly, Mr. Mukiri Mushiri. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And I do table.
Thank you, Honorable Ibrahim Maina. Member for Murungar Ward. The notice paper is duly tabled. Maybe Honorable Ibrahim, you can proceed, and I understand we were on papers, and the Honorable Majority Leader is supposed to lay down several papers. You can proceed.
Honorable Speaker, on tabling, we have Deputy Majority Leader who may do the same.
Thank you. I stand guided. Honorable Deputy Majority Leader, you can proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. From the Office of the Leader of Majority, I wish to table various annual and financial statement for the year ending 30th June 2025. Mr. Speaker, I wish just to read, then I just table as one document. Number one, Nyandarua County Annual Development Plan, CADP, for the year 2026-2027, the Nyandarua County Energy Plan 2024-2025. On financial statement, Mr. Speaker, we have Kinago Vocational Training Center Annual Report and Financial Statement for the year ended 30th June 2025. Number 4, Kangoi Vocational Training Center Annual Report and Financial Statement for the year ended 30th June 2025. E. Gorika Vocational Training Center Annual Report and Financial Statement for the year ended 30th June 2025. F. We have Lolia Vocational Training Center Annual Report and Financial Statement for the year ended 30th June 2025. Mr. Speaker, on G, we have Olokalau Vocational Training Center Annual Report and Financial Statement for the year ended 30th June 2025. H, we have Mirangine Vocational Training Center Annual Report and Financial Statement for the year ended 30th June 2025. Jabini Vocational Training Center Annual Report and Financial Statement for the year ended 30th June 2025. Ledeshwa Vocational Training Center Annual Report and Financial Statement for the year ended 30th June 2025. K, we have Miharate Vocational Training Center Annual Report and Financial Statement for the year ended 30th June 2025. We have Mokeo Training Center Annual Report and Financial Statement for the year ended 30th June 2025. We have Shamata Vocational Training Center Annual Report and Financial Statement for the year ended 30th June 2025. Kahoro Vocational Training Center Annual Report and Financial Statement for the year ended 30th June 2025. We have Shauri Vocational Training Center Annual Report and Financial Statement for the year ended 30th June 2025. We have Pesi Vocational Training Center Annual Report and Financial Statement for the year ended 30th June 2025. Last but not the least, we have Kanyagia Vocational Training Center Annual Report and Financial Statement for the year ended 30th June 2025. And lastly, we have Rishau Vocational Training Center Annual Report and Financial Statement for the year ended 30th June 2025. Mr. Speaker, with all that, I wish to table.
Thank you, Honorable Kagwe, the Honorable Deputy Majority Leader. The said papers are duly tabled. I'll give directions in 3, A and B. Then I note C all the way to R, the in relation to Education Committee. But let me start with Nyandarua County Annual Development Plan, that is CADP, for financial year 2026-2027. The report having been duly tabled, I refer the same to the Committee on Finance, Economic Planning, ICT and Revenue. Chairperson, or anybody holding brief for chairperson? Yes, Honorable Chair for...
Honorable Speaker, I think that document belongs to the Budget Committee.
Honorable Chair, I'll give directions in regard to that. Leave that one pending. Then,
Mr. Speaker,
yes.
I wish it's important because of budget and finance, we can work as one group. So, Mr. Speaker, and as always, we have been working together.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Minority.
Mr. Speaker, the minority leader, I wish that you rule is out of order. That in that the deputy majority leader, because even when
Point of
two
order,
committees can
Speaker.
work together, I'm already on a point of order.
But he's not the minority leader.
I have said he's the...
Yes, let's have order. The minority leader is on a point of order, and therefore he deserves audience.
I'm arguing that the deputy majority leader is wrong in that even when two committees can work together, there is the primary committee that is seized of a business. In this case, the ADB is a business of the Budget and Appropriation Committee, which can co-opt, and they ordinarily do so, the finance. And in this case, then, it is not a question of where the document is going to be resident. It is, there must be a specific committee to which a document is tabled.
Thank you, Honorable Minority.
Actually,
Yes.
Honorable Speaker,
Yes.
even before the tabling of the budget of the document here, when the executive was doing the document, they invited the Budget Committee for consultation during their public participation. So now you become confused because they consulted us before bringing that document here.
Very well. Thank you, Honorable Chair. I think in regard to that document, I'll come back to it and give further directions. We have a report on the Nyandarua County Energy Plan. That is 2024-2020. Very well. That is 2024 to 2028. The report having been duly tabled, I wish to refer the report to the Committee on Finance, Economic Planning, ICT, and Roads, Transport, Energy and Public Works. There's a bit of confusion in regard to that. I also wish to leave that pending. I'll come back to it. Let me go to the other reports. Maybe Honorable Gadongo. It's a series of reports that I want to refer to your committee. That is in regard to Kinango Vocational Training Center, annual report and financial statement for the year ended 30th June 2025. Kangoi Vocational Training Center, annual report and financial statements for the year ended 30th June 2025. Ngorika Vocational Training Center, annual report and financial statements for the year ended 30th June 2025. Rurie Vocational Training Center, annual report and financial statement for the year ended 30th June 2025. Olkarau Vocational Training Center, annual report and financial statements for the year ended 30th June 2025. Melangine Vocational Training Center, annual report and financial statements for the year ended 30th June 2025. Nzabini Vocational Training Center, annual report and financial statements for the year ended 30th June 2025. Lereshwa Vocational Training Center, annual report and financial statement for the year ended 30th June 2025. Then we have Meharati Vocational Training Center, annual report and financial statements for the year ended 30th June 2025. We have Mokeo Vocational Training Center annual report and financial statements for the year ended 30th June 2025. We have Shamata Vocational Training Center annual report and financial statement for the year ended 30th June 2025. We have Kahoro Vocational Training Center annual report and financial statement for the year ended 30th June 2025. We have Shauri Vocational Training Center annual report for the financial year end statement for the year ended 30th June 2025. We have Pesi Vocational Training Center annual report and financial statements for the year ended 30th June 2025. We have Kanyagia Vocational Training Center annual report and financial statements for the year ended 30th June 2025. We have Leshao Vocational Training Center annual report and financial statement for the year ended 30th June. I wish to refer all those reports to the Committee on Educational, Vocational Training, Culture, Gender and Social Protection. So, Chairman, that is Member for Leshao Pondo, Honorable Gatungu, how many days do you need to report back to the House? There are 15 reports.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And I can see, actually, they are 16, not 15. And Honorable Speaker, the committee feels energized, especially after taking Uji. So, Honorable Speaker, I will request...
Point of order, Mr. Speaker. Yes, what is the point of order, Honorable Matimo?
I'm a member of the State Committee, and I can't remember taking Uji. So I think the Honorable Member is out of order, saying that members of this committee has been taken Uji.
Honorable Gatungu, proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. We took on behalf of the committee with the Vice Chair. So, Honorable Speaker, this is quite a voluminous work, Honorable Speaker, and I would request that we bring it as one consolidated report, other than giving individual reports for each and every vocational training center, Honorable Speaker, and we shall do a comprehensive job. And Honorable Speaker, considering the amounts of reports that we shall go through, those are 16 reports, I request that we be given 120 days, Honorable Speaker. Thank you.
Yes, Honorable Gatungu. Unfortunately, I lost you the last part. I was consulting something. Apologies for that. You said how many days?
Honorable Speaker, I said 120 days, Honorable Speaker.
That is barely 3 months.
Yeah.
Thank you. Our clerk, be it on record that within 3 months, the 120 days.
Point of order, Honorable Speaker.
The member shall report back. Yes, Honorable Kayeni.
Honorable
Yes,
Speaker.
maybe you can also, we have missed the updates on your masters.
I'll be able to deliver that speech
Very well.
at the appropriate time.
Very well.
Honorable Speaker, I have reason to kind of seek your indulgence. The reports are 16 as you indicated. Must they all come in the same day? Can they be disaggregated? Because we feel that 120 days is too many days. But you can bring them in bits. Finish one, finish two, finish three, bring them so that every time we're able to discuss them, rather than being overfed. Because it's assuming that we all took porridge and we never saw porridge. Thank you.
Point of information, Honorable Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Gatungu.
Honorable Speaker, I think my fellow Honorable Member from Gedafai didn't understand. Consolidated, Honorable Speaker Kayani, means that that document will come as one. A consolidated report, Honorable Speaker. Thank you.
Point of clarification, Honorable Speaker.
Point of information.
Can I clarify,
Yes.
Honorable Speaker?
I think...
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for the second. I understand English just too well. I'm sufficiently educated to understand consolidation. If I listen to the submission when they were being tabled, they were not tabled as consolidated. They were individually tabled. And they have to be responded individually, not consolidation. Use English properly. My fellow master student.
Yes, Honorable Minority, you had something to say?
Yes, Mr. Speaker. I'm looking at the dates in terms of what is the desirers of these reports. How do they assist us in form of decision making? Are they there for just that financial year to tell you what that financial year did? Or is there expectation that this committee is going to provide us information that can assist us in ensuring that the training centers can change on something that they are already doing? So by saying that you have 4 months to sit on a report, because what other work are you doing? Again, does that report have any implication on the next financial year, and can it inform? Will the 4 months be assisting these institutions? My submission is that the committee should just take its work seriously and avoid the normal kind of jokes we are getting from its chair, moving from porridges to things we do not understand. And it will be recorded that this is one of the committees that has been inconsistent on critical matters. Bring that chair coming to this particular
Point
floor
of
of the
order,
House.
Mr. Speaker.
And that the chair.
Yes, what is the point of order, Honorable Whip?
Mr. Speaker, I think the minority leader is disrespecting the committee. Deal with individuals. I sit in that committee and I don't think what you have described describes me. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Maybe, Honorable Majority, you may avoid the issue of inconsistency of the committee and deal with the issue at hand.
I am just reflecting my mind on the kind of crisis we had on the bursaries. I am just
yeah, that's why I'm guiding. We deal with the issue at hand now, the one that they have sought for.
Yes,
4 months.
can they give seriousness that is deserved for these particular reports? I know that it is not reports of the committee, it is reports of the House for purposes of informing the decisions that we are going to do to assist this vocational training, so that we can know whether they are running properly or not. And if they are not, what can we do to assist them? And we need a smaller time frame so that we can be able to inform the other financial requirements of the institutions.
Maybe, Honorable Chair.
Honorable Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Kongo.
Honorable Speaker, I want to first of all appreciate. I don't know whether I'm the one who is wrong, but I think it's for the first time I'm seeing the financial reports for TVET institutions. It is for the first time, for the time I have been in this assembly, it's 8 years, that I'm getting to see financial reports for the institution. And for that, I want to recommend the executive and the department because we have not been knowing what has been happening within these TVETs after budgeting. Then the other thing, Honorable Speaker, I agree with the Honorable Gazongo that the work is bulky because we are talking of 16 reports. But what I would advise, maybe you break down, because if you take 4 months to prepare reports for all the 16, then you bring to this assembly, then we take another time to look for them. Maybe you can break them down such that after every report, you bring, we discuss as you continue with others. The other thing, Honorable Speaker, that I want to register to this assembly, we have a very serious workload. The guys who are supposed to look at these financial reports are not our cracks, because our cracks of the committees are not trained to look at the financial report. It ends up in the budget. The secretariat for the budget are the people we second to this committee to go and look, and they are overworked. I can tell you for sure. Honorable Geshe can agree with me what is happening in the health when we are dealing with entities like JM and engineer and all that. Because my budget team are seconded to this committee to go and prepare this report. They are expected to do ADP. They are expected to do CFSP. They are overworked, Honorable Speaker. So I don't know. Even administratively, we need also to eject some other powers in that budget team so that we can be able to quicken. And finally, Honorable Speaker, as we balance all these things, we also need to be very cautious because the Senate is rendering county assemblies irrelevant. Sure. If we are not quick enough to deal with some of these issues, we are overtaken by event, because by the time we deal with the matters in this county assembly, the Senate has already done it. And we are embarrassed, Honorable Speaker, because we hear things in the Senate which these county assemblies don't understand, they don't know, because we are taking so much time to deal with this report. By the time we come here to discuss, the Senate has done it, and the Senate is dealing with the 47 counties. We really need to pull up our socks. Otherwise, Senate is taking our role, and we will be rendered irrelevant, Honorable Speaker.
Yes, maybe Honorable Chair Gadongo. I want you to respond to that issue. Of course, putting into consideration some of the few issues that have been raised, the impact, or rather, the necessity of this report to this assembly and by extension to the people of Nyandarua. Then number two, the issue that was raised by Honorable Kayeni, and I think it has been repeated, whether all this report must be submitted, despite the consolidation aspect, whether they must be remitted the same, so that to give the assembly a leeway on discussing them report by report. Maybe we'd like to hear your submission on, rather your response on that. Welcome.
So, thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, why I had given the 120 days is because, Honorable Speaker, this work is quite voluminous, and we don't want to come here with a half-baked report, and then we shall be crucified by the members. We want to scrutinize the report properly, and most of these issues are related because they are the same in several vocational training colleges. So, Honorable Speaker, if we reduce, so that we are ready to ban the midnight oil. So if we reduce to 90 days, so that we can bring the report together, we discuss it together, because it is almost similar in each and every vocational training institute, Honorable Speaker. 90 days.
And maybe presumably reductions still remain the same, because 90 days that take us to December when we'll be on recess. So what I'm, maybe Honorable Godongo, I don't want to intermeddle with your committee, but you understand it better. What I'm trying to factor, is it possible, maybe Honorable Matimu, let me hear the chair's response. Is it possible for at least to start and give us a report of at least for within 30 days? Because I'm sure when you give the first report, the rest will be related. Is it possible within your schedule of your committee?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I look at the business which is in my committee. There are several reports that we ought to bring to this house. Honorable Speaker, in the next 21 days, we are bringing a report on the petition which had been brought here by the internally displaced people. We also have some other very weighted report. We have a report from Honorable Congo concerning the issue of his ECD centers at Wajoi. So, Honorable Speaker, I don't want to commit on 30 days, but Honorable Speaker, the least we can do maybe is even if now we go, because some of these institutions we might be forced to go and have physical visits to the institutions. So, Honorable Speaker, maybe we can combine like 2 sub-counties, let's say Nyandarua and Orjorok. Give us 60 days, Honorable Speaker. Thank you.
Very well. I think 60 days, that land us within the timelines, because we will not have gone for recess. I think that is that is more favorable. So, Clerk, next order, before I'll be coming back to the issue that Honorable Chair Kongo you had raised. Clerk, next order.
Mr. Speaker, sir, still under the order on papers, we have a paper to be laid by Honorable Paul Ngesha Wambaire, the Chairperson, Committee on Health Services.
Very well. Honorable Paul Ngesha Wambaire, Chairperson, Committee on Health Services, member for Kipipiri Ward.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Committee on Health Services was duly mandated by this Honorable House to scrutinize and report on the above. The status of the report on the Virginia County Hospital annual report and financial statement for the period ended 30th June 2024. The committee finalized on the scrutiny of the report, but on 10th September 2025, the committee held an engagement with the medical superintendent, Dr. Jora Muraya, of the hospital to get clarification on several concerns highlighted on the report. However, the medical superintendent was unable to respond to the issues, stating that the then accountant had been transferred from the hospital. As such, he requested for more time to enable him recall the officer to help in the generation of the responses to the issues identified by the committee. In view of the ongoing review, the committee respectfully 6, the urgency of this Honorable House to grant an extension of 30 days to allow for the submission of a comprehensive report. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Ngeshe. The leave sought is well explained and deserving, and so I grant it as sought. So, Chair, ensure the report is ready within the time you have requested. Clerk, next order.
Mr. Speaker, sir, we have another paper by Honorable Peter Gadongo Kamau, the Chairperson, Committee on Education, Vocational Training, Culture, Gender and Social Protection.
Very well, Honorable Peter Gadongo Kamau, Chairperson, Committee on Education, Vocational Training, Culture, Gender and Social Protection. Member for Lisha upon the word.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, with me is a report on petition, and which is a very brief on integrated internally displaced persons in Nyandarua. And Honorable Speaker, on the third day of March 2025.
Honorable Gadongo, is it preliminary or a full report? Final report?
It's a preliminary
Very
report.
well.
Okay, yeah. So, Honorable Speaker, on the third day of March 2025, the Office of the Clerk was seized of a petition from the Nyandarua United Integrated IDPs regarding a durable solution to over 18,000 internally displaced persons living within Nyandarua County for over 2 decades now. Consequently, in his communication during the sittings of 23rd day of April 2025, the Honorable Speaker, Wachira Waiganjo, presented the petition before the House and referred it to the Committee on Education, Vocational Training, Gender, Culture and Social Protection. And Honorable Speaker, through the committee, though the committee is yet to complete considering the petition, it has made the following steps, Honorable Speaker. 1, we have invited the petitioners, that is on the 14th day of May 2025, the committee held a meeting with the petitioners in the County Assembly Hall, where they made their submissions and presented other documents to the committee. Honorable Speaker, 2, on the 4th day of June 2025, the committee wrote to the CCM member for RADS, Housing, Physical Planning and Urban Development, concerning a number of RAD parcels that the petitioners presented to the committee. The committee is yet to receive a response from the department, Honorable Speaker. On the 11th day of June 2025, the committee had a discourse with the CCM responsible for social protection concerning the prayers made by the petitioners. Honorable Speaker, from the submissions made, the committee observed that the petitioners had petitioned the Senate, that is on 25th May 2023, and also the National Assembly of Kenya on the 13th March 2023. The committee has therefore written to the two institutions to establish the progress of the said petition, and it is awaiting a response, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, as a committee, I therefore urge the House to grant the committee 21 days so that it can process the petition to completion. That is regardless whether the National Assembly or the Senate will have responded. But with the RADS, which is domiciled in the county, that is the Department of RADS, I'm sure we shall get a response within those 21 days, because we can't dictate the Senate and the National Assembly, Honorable Speaker, so we seek to bring a comprehensive report to this House within the next 21 days, Honorable Speaker. Thank you.
Very well. The leave sought is well explained and deserving, and so I grant the 21 days as sought. So Chairperson ensure the report is ready within the said timelines. Clerk, next order.
Under the same order on papers, Mr. Speaker, we have a paper by Honorable Samuel Rimui Kayani, the Chairperson, Committee on Trade, Industrialization, Cooperative Development and Partnership.
Very well, Honorable Kayani, Chairperson, Committee on Trade, Industrialization, Cooperative Development and Partnership. and member for Githafai from the university.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Maybe I could start from where you stopped, Honorable Speaker, by reporting to this Honorable House that indeed, for the first time, I missed my graduation ceremony that happened last week. I was meant to have graduated together with Honorable Dede Nyoro from the University of Nairobi, but we all know that I had issues, family issues, that happened to me mid last year and early this year when my mother left, and that did interrupt my program. However, Honorable Speaker, the University of Nairobi, the only institution that starts with an article THE, which myself and yourself are members, alumni of that institution, like Honorable Gadungu, conducts its graduation ceremonies twice a year. It's the
Why did you say unlike Honorable Gadungu?
Nobody knows which school he goes to. Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Gadungu, what is it?
Honorable Speaker, I don't want to brag, but Honorable Speaker, I've been to 3 universities in this republic, Honorable Speaker. I've been to the Technical University of Mombasa, I've been to Laikipia University, Honorable Speaker, and currently doing my master's at the Mount Kenya University. Honorable Speaker, thank you.
Kayuni, I hope you are now informed that the member has been in 3 different universities. Proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Gadungu is an interesting person to me, and I slight him once in a while to make sure that he's up to date. But one of the questions he should have told us, from the 3 universities, so does it mean he has 3 degrees? I don't want him to respond to that. Your gesture or your guess is as good as mine, that he, at best, he could only be having 1. Honorable Speaker, I was going to say before I was rudely interrupted that God willing, in the next 60 days, I'll be donned in academic regalia, signifying a graduate or a graduate with masters of science in nothing else but things that disturb humanity, called climate change. Thank you. Honorable Speaker, back to business of the House. And I think that does bring everybody to speed, that this December, God willing, close your fingers, I'm almost done with my research. So at the University of Nairobi, when we were doing masters, and this is for the information of Honorable Gadungu, we do not do thesis, we do dissertation. Thank you. Honorable Speaker, on the matters of the committee, indeed, Honorable Speaker, the committee conducted approval hearings of the nominee in accordance with Section 7 of the Public Appointment County Assembly's Approval Act of 2017. In doing so, the committee considered the nominees, the nominee completed questionnaires pursuant to the first schedule of the Act, his curriculum vitae or CV, and oral submissions made during the hearing. The committee now wishes to highlight key observations on the nominee suitability for the appointment. Honorable Speaker, members of the education committees are consulting in loud tones.
So members kindly consult in low tones so that we are able to move.
So therefore, thank you, Honorable Speaker. Therefore, the committee now wishes to highlight key observations on the nominee suitability for appointment of the as the chief officer for partnership, diaspora, and resource mobilization, and the reasons why the committee is unable to table its report on the same. And that's why, Honorable Speaker, I'm starting here and not on the dispatch table. Indeed, without belaboring the point, we went through the procedure following the provided requirements in law. The committee's approval hearing, we did that. And upon retiring to do a report, Honorable Speaker, the committee noted omission of statutory documents that made this committee request for further submission of the same. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, I will go straight to the position that the committee took, and therefore move this House to make some consideration, to consider some of the recommendation this committee is asking. Honorable Speaker, when we assessed the document, we noted the CPSB and the appointing authority required a confirmation that the vacancy was advertised, and public notice given where required. Number 2, the CPSB, County Public Service Board for that matter, actually competitively sourced candidates with advance and application register and published shortlist. Number 3, shortlisting criteria and scoring were transparent and documented, and therefore shortlist, scoring matrices, interviews minutes, and finally, that the governor nominated from the recommended list availed by the CPSB. In the absence of these documents, information, Honorable Speaker, the committee did write to the CPSB through the county secretary to make sure that this information is provided so as to enable us to complete with the report writing. In that regard, therefore, Honorable Speaker, the executive responded only yesterday. That's when this Honorable House received that information. And therefore, I will be requesting the committee to sit after this plenary to consider that information so that it becomes part and parcel of the report of the committee, and therefore be able to table a comprehensive report covering all the legal requirements as per the law. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, I, on behalf of the committee, would like to request that you consider, Honorable Speaker, to allow this committee to consider that report from the executive and incorporate it in our report and be able to submit the same, possibly this afternoon, and allow Honorable Gadungo, not allow, this House to adopt its report and its finding. Therefore, Honorable Speaker, allow this committee to do so. If it is possible, we'll be able to table this report in the afternoon session, and therefore be able to have this report, debated maybe tomorrow as per the schedule for consideration and adoption by the Honorable House. I submit.
That is very much in order. The leave sort is well explained and deserving, and so I grant it. So you can maybe we can have it. I have some problem with direction in regard to the afternoon. Let me respond to that in a moment, whether in the afternoon or tomorrow. Clerk, next order.
Mr. Speaker, sir, still under the order on papers, we have a paper to be laid by Honorable Lady Nad Kengori Wambogo, the Chairperson, Committee on Public Service, Administration and Devolution.
Very well. Honorable Ednard, I know that is not present. Honorable Gadungu.
Honorable Speaker, I want to hold brief for the chair who is not present. And Honorable Speaker, I want to give the chairperson's brief of the approval hearing on the suitability of Henry Kimani Kongo for appointment as a chief officer for public administration and devolution. And I was there when he was being vetted by this committee, Honorable Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, sir, by director dated 24th July 2025 and referenced as follows, Honorable Speaker, that is Annexure 1, the county secretary forwarded to the clerk of the county assembly a list of names inter alia, Mr. Henry Kimani Kongo as the nominee for the position of chief officer for the Department of Public Administration and Devolution. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the dictates of the Public Appointments County Assemblies Approval Act number 5 of 2017, the committee convened and undertook approval hearings in discharge of its statutory obligations. the committee interrogated the nominees jury completed questionnaire as prescribed under the first schedule of the Act, scrutinized his curriculum vitae, and received his oral submissions, Honorable Speaker. However, the committee is presently constrained from tabling a comprehensive report owing to salient procedural deficiencies set out herein. Number 2, Honorable Speaker, that is the committee's approval hearing. The committee is required to take into consideration the following issues in accordance with Section 8 of the the Public Appointments County Assembly's Approval Act of 2017. Honorable Speaker, A, that is the procedure used to arrive at the nominee, including the criteria for the shortlisting of the nominees, any constitutional or statutory requirement relating to the office in question, and C, the suitability of the nominee for appointment proposed, having regard to whether the nominee's ability, experience, and qualities meet the needs of the body to which nomination is being made. Honorable Speaker, on the procedure used to arrive at the nominee, including the criteria for the shortlisting of the nominee, that is Section 45(1) of the County Government Act 2012, is couched in mandatory tenure, obligating the governor to nominate qualified and experienced county chief officers from amongst persons competitively sourced and recommended by the CPSB, that is County Public Service Board. The requirement of competitive sourcing is a parametric norm. Accordingly, in its oversight responsibility under Section under Article 185 of the Constitution, the committee is constrained to ascertain whether a verifiable vacancy declaration and public advertisements were undertaken. The CPSB discharged its constitutional mandate by conducting a demonstrably competitive process supported by advertisement notices, application registers, and published shortlist. The shortlisting, evaluation, and scoring criteria were transparent. The governor nomination emanated strictly from the CPSB recommendatory list. Despite requests, the committee has not yet received the full set of supporting records from the CPSB and the appointing authority. Without this documentation, compliance with statutory and constitutional requirement cannot be verified. 3, period for consideration of the report. Mr. Speaker, Section 9(1) of the Approval Act provides for the committee to table its report within 21 sitting days from the date on which the committee first sits to consider the nomination. By contrast, Standing Order number 47 requires tabling within 21 days of receipt of the notification. Further, our standing orders defines stating day to mean any day which the assembly sits. It then follows that only the days when the assembly is formally in plenary, as per its approved calendar, count as sitting days. Thus, computation excludes weekend, recess, public holidays, and committee-only meetings. Mr. Speaker, in the event of conflict, the canon hierarchy of rules dictates that the Approval Act, being statutory law, prevails over the standing orders, which are subordinate legislative instruments. The committee therefore remains within the lawful period. Honorable Speaker. Mr. Speaker, at present, the failure by the CPSB and the appointing authority to supply critical records, including application, registers, shortlist, scoring sheets, severely undermines the committee's ability to make an informed determination. Unless the documentation is availed forthwith, the committee may be compelled to invoke the doctrine of adverse interference, imputing irregularity and unlawfulness in the nomination process. In light of this consideration, in fidelity to Article 185 of the Constitution and Section 8 of the County Government Act 2012, the committee hereby formally requests additional time to prepare and table a comprehensive report on the nominees' suitability. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And this report, Honorable Speaker, is prepared by the law student, Honorable Edinard Wabogo Kingori. And Honorable Speaker, you can hear the reports being tabled by the master student. It's only that you might think that Kayani's English is better because it has a Maasai accent, having studied at Narok High School, Honorable Speaker. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Maybe I wish not to dwell on the last part, however. Yeah, however, the timelines, you saw 21 days, right? Yeah, however, the timelines, I understand that issue. So the leave you sought is well explained, and I grant the 21 days. Ensure you bring the comprehensive report. I'm aware of the challenges which are there. However, ensure the report is here within that time frame. Maybe
point of information, Honorable Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Kayani.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. On the ruling that you've just made, I'm aware the vetting process that was being done by my committee and the committee of the law student suffered the same consequence of lack of information. And the same information they are alluding to is available in the Honorable House, in the Assembly. I'm aware of that. So then, it begs the simple question that a law student leading a committee would require 21 days to respond to just 3 issues. And I'm sure Honorable Wambugu Kingoli is very polished and not a lazy master student who is not known when he's going to graduate. So therefore, I am begging and really begging. So, as you indulge on this matter, Honorable Speaker, that will be reasonable, as Honorable Minority did say, will be reasonable and be seen to be serious with what we're doing. This is a vetting process. The governor would want to have a chief officer in that office, and we have the recess has taken a bit of that time. So for us to consider a matter that is with the House and require 21 days, seriously, it begs for an introspection as to an institution, whether we require 21 days on a matter that we ought to do.
Yes, what is the point of order?
Speaker, I want to report to Honorable Kayani. 21 days means the report can even be brought tomorrow within 21 days. Honorable Kayani, I think you are not understanding this nowadays. Within 21 days, Honorable Speaker. It can be tomorrow or the day after tomorrow.
Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Minority.
I start to be corrected. What is the place of the requirement that the Assembly approves the nominations of the governor within certain timelines? What is its place? Is there a possibility that the timeline within which the Assembly has been set to approve a name after the governor presents, is it going to lapse within the 21 days or is it within the 21 days? But essentially also, as much as the chair has answered more correctly in English, but of course psychologically not correct, in that what is the purpose of a chief officer? Why is he being appointed? If, of course, this is speculation, but if the details that the chair is asking about are within his reach as of now, why would he want to give us a psychological problem of dealing with the 21 days when he knows that he's going to present the report in a day or two? What is so difficult in making a functional government by ensuring that the chief officers as appointed come to force and can be able to exercise their work for purposes of growth and representation of the people of Nyandarua? Why should he choose to be lazy?
Point of information.
Thank you. Maybe, yes, Honorable Chair.
Honorable Speaker, I want to agree with Honorable Kayani and Honorable Gishuke. I don't know. Honorable Kayani, and I'm still a member of the Trade Committee, is as ready as this afternoon to submit a report about the vetting of the chief officer who is coming in. I am looking at a situation whereby Honorable Kayani brings a report and it is passed by this assembly, and then we submit that name to the governor, and then there is another chief officer who is still within this assembly, and we have not given the report. So is that chief officer going to wait for 21 days until the other one is given so that they can swear in, or we are going to swear in this first and then wait another 21 days we can swear the other one? Or why don't we read from the same page, Honorable Speaker? We agree because the information is here in the assembly. We say at least tomorrow or latest next week, this report is done, we do together, we submit the names together, and the governor can continue with the appointment and swearing in ceremony and the other things.
Thank you. Maybe to bring to the information aware to the Assembly, there was some administrative challenges with the appointing authority, refusing to submit some of the documents to the Assembly in regard to one of the chief officers. And we wrote back, and that is what we are waiting. And that's why I believe that committee has a challenge. And you see, the Assembly cannot proceed with a procedure when all documents are not there. However, when we say within 21 days, it can, if they are submitted today what we have requested, we proceed with it tomorrow under supplementary order paper. In the case of Kayeni, where he's ready, I wish to give direction on the issue of the request brought by Kayeni. Have your report ready tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. and the same shall be moved through a supplementary order paper together with the procedural motion. Then in regard, Honorable Gishoki raised the question. Is it Honorable Gishoki or Honorable Kumo? The question of the law and the duration. You see, the position of the law says that 21 sitting days from the date of submission, which now may take us to December if we talk of sitting days. So we need, of course, the report urgently and not the 21 sitting days, but within 21 sitting days. So Honorable Member for Lishopondo, Honorable Gadongo, you can still try and push to see how fast we can get the report. If you need any facilitation from my office or the office of the clerk, we are more than set to do that. Thank you. So clerk, next order.
Mr. Speaker, sir, we have a paper to be laid by Honorable Isaac Kongo Wanjiru, the Chairperson, Committee on Budget and Appropriations.
Maybe before Honorable Kongo, you lay that paper, there's an issue you had raised in regard to a paper that I had directed to the Committee on Finance. Let me give a ruling in regard to that, so that that was on the report on Nyandarua County Annual Development Plan, that is CADP, for financial year 2026-2027. I wish to withdraw my area directions, and I wish to state that for the annual development plan, I refer the same to the Budget and Appropriations Committee. Maybe you can give us timeline when you need to report back to the House.
Honorable Speaker, I think 60 days is okay. We have to prepare for public participation, but I think 60 days will be done.
Thank you. Well, still on that, there was still another paper on Nyandarua County Energy Plan, that was 2024-2028. I refer the same to the Committee on Transport, Energy and Public Works. So, Chairperson or anybody holding before Honorable Mbogo. Yes, Honorable Matimo, how many days do you need to report back to the House?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. We also request for 60 days because it's something that requires public participation. So within 60 days, we shall give a report to this Honorable House.
Very well. A clerk ensure the said report is within our business tracker. Honorable Kongo, we can now proceed. Honorable Kongo, we can proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I also today want to submit that we are not ready with the half-year budget implementation review report. Honorable Speaker, it was tabled on 29th July. And Honorable Speaker, I want the House to note this. This is a half-year report which was tabled on 29th July. Yet it is speaking on the implementation of budget between June and December of 2024. But it was tabled on 2025 July, 8 months later. Honorable Speaker, as we are speaking here today, the end of year financial budget implementation report for 2024-2025 is out. It is within the website of the COB. And what is being discussed today in the public together with the media is the end of the year report. Yet in this assembly, we have not even received the third quarter report from the COB. It is with a lot of concern that the committee has noted. There is a lot of delay from the COB. By the time they prepare the report and they submit to this House, they are overtaken by events. Honorable Speaker, it will look awkward when we are coming to this assembly to discuss a half-year report, or what is in the public domain today, even at the Senate. It is the report of the end of the year. So, Honorable Speaker, we are requesting 21 days. We can be done with this report despite lateness. But I also seek your indulgence, Honorable Speaker, whether we can be able to look at the report in the website of the COB. Maybe we require legal interpretation and we can be able to be facilitated as a committee, such that within the next 30 days, Honorable Speaker, I can be able to submit a report in this House, not for the half year, but for the whole year. And otherwise, Speaker, this is where we are being shortchanged by, or this is where the Senate is taking advantage of our institutions. For example, by the time we are receiving the report from the COB, it will be February or March. By that time, the Senate will have done their report for that matter. So we always look as if we are lagging behind. So, Honorable Speaker, through your indulgence, because the report at the website is a public document for consumption, why don't we allow the table office to table that document here? Instead of bringing a half-year report, within the next 30 days, I'm able to bring the whole year. This House is able to interrogate how the budget was implemented, take the note, and put the executive into task on this year's budget, where they are not procuring, where they are. Otherwise, by the time it comes here, it will be irrelevant. We will be doing budget, and we will be busy doing budget for the next financial year. We will not even have time to interrogate that report. So, Honorable Speaker, we will submit the report within the next 21 days, but if it finds you, through your indulgence and discretion, we would prefer to do the whole year report. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Kumu. The leave sought is well explained and deserving, and so I grant the 21 days as sought. In regard to the issue of the COB report as to whether 1 year or 6 months, I wish to have some consultation with my legal team. Then I'll give directions in regard to that tomorrow in the afternoon session. Clerk, next order.
Mr. Speaker, sir, still under order number 5, we have the reports to be tabled by Honorable Samuel Chegegaderimo, the Chairperson, House Business Committee.
Very well, Honorable Ibrahim Maina, member for Murungaru, the Minority Whip.
Honorable Speaker, on behalf of the Vice Chair, House Business Committee, Honorable Samuel Chegegaderimo, I do table a report of the House Business Committee on nomination of Honorable Jane Gadira Joroge to committees pursuant to standing orders 157 and 158 of the Nyandarua County Assembly standing orders. I do table.
Thank you, Honorable Ibrahim Maina. The report is duly tabled. The same shall be processed as directed by the House Business Committee. That is pursuant to standing order 157(5)D. Clerk, next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion. Mr. Speaker, sir, following your earlier directions, we move to the third business of that order on Honorable Samuel Chegegaderimo to give a notice of motion, who is the Vice Chairperson, Committee on House Business.
Very well, Honorable Ibrahim.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to give notice of the following motion that this House does adopt the report of the House Business Committee on the nomination of Honorable Jane Gadira Joroge to various assembly committees as a report of the House and the recommendations therein as the resolutions of the House. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
A notice of motion is duly given, and the same shall be processed as directed by the House Business Committee. That is pursuant to standing order 157(5)D. Clerk, next order.
Order number 7, statements. Mr. Speaker, we have a statement response to be done by Honorable Edna Ndwambogo Kengori, the Chairperson, Committee on Public Service, Administration and Devolution.
Very well. Yes, prospective member for Kinangop and Nyandarua. Yeah, Honorable Gadungu, maybe you can repeat, because I'm sure Honorable Gadungu has instruction on that. Honorable Gadungu, Bikin, this is for you.
We have on order number 7 on statements, we have a statement response to be given by Honorable Edinando Bogo Kengori, the Chairperson, Committee on Public Service, Administration and Devolution.
Very well, Honorable Gadungu.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. That one, the document, he had just given me the document on the response. That one I have not been seized with. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Very well. There being no instruction, I think let us put that aside and I see whether I refer it back to House business for rescheduling. Next order.
Mr. Speaker, sir, still under the order on statements, we have a statement response to be done by Honorable John Dwogashino, the Chairperson, Committee on Lands, Physical Planning, Housing and Urban Development.
Very well, Honorable John Dwogashino.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. The progress response on statement of status of Tilos Dam in Chalagita Ward. Honorable Speaker, the Committee on Lands...
Honorable Dwogashino, is that it's a progress report or a final?
Progress report. Okay. Honorable Speaker, the Committee on Lands, Physical Planning and Housing and Urban Development has been actively considering the statements requested by Honorable Keruka Mburu, Member of County Assembly for Chalagita Ward, regarding the status of the Tilos Dam. In pursuit of this mandate, the committee convened meeting to deliberate on the matter and subsequently resolved to seek further clarifications and comprehensive information from the Department of Lands, Physical Planning, Housing and Urban Development. This request was formally communicated through a letter referenced NCA/CLLK/14/CEC Lands/68/25 dated 19th August 2025. Honorable Speaker, sir, as at the time of this communication, the department has not furnished the committee with the requested information. Consequently, the committee is not in a position to table a conclusive report before this Honorable House. The committee remains fully committed to discharging its oversight mandate and ensuring that a comprehensive, factual, and well-informed report is presented for the consideration of this House. In light of the foregoing, I respectfully seek the indulgence of this House, of this Honorable House, to grant the committee an additional 14 days to continue engaging the department and to determine the appropriate way forward on this matter. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Very well. The Speaker of the statement.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. But my concern is about, it was just one statement with the two issues. One, Tilos Dam was under ex-mayor deep flood in Chalagita. So I have just had just one. I would like to know whether they are doing only one concern or what about the other one?
Honorable Gashino.
Honorable Speaker, I have the other information in the afternoon.
But I don't think it was supposed to be responded this morning. It's not in the order paper of the afternoon. Is it so? If I got Honorable Kiruka right, he's asking, are you handling two at the same time or?
No, I was handling one at a time.
What happens to the other one?
Today,
because I thought, Honorable Kiruka, you sought to state, indicate, come up again.
There was two concerning within the same one, within the one statement, within one request. Tilos Dam, the ownership and acreage. And number two, ex-mayor cattle dip, the acreage and ownership.
Exactly. Yeah. Now the question is your submission based on one or two?
Honorable Speaker, the submission is for the one about the Tilos Dam in Sharakta.
How about the cattle dip?
It is in the next submission.
No, because Honorable Kashino, you sought 14 days, correct? Yes. Because if you are tackling two at the same time, the 14 days ought to be for two. So that now Honorable Kiruka will be in the assembly within 14 days waiting for two.
Yeah.
Yes, Honorable Ibra, what is it?
Honorable Speaker, on behalf of the chair and the committee, I'm a member of this committee. It's good we table the board report within the next 14 days.
Thank you. The leave sought is explained, so we can have them tabled within 14 days, Honorable Kiruka, which is barely 2 weeks.
It is okay.
Thank you. In regard to the statement that was to be responded to by Honorable Endando Wambugu Kingori, I refer, given that the chair is not in the house and the speaker is not in the house, I refer the same back to House Business Committee for rescheduling. Clerk, next order.
Order number 8, motions and bills. Mr. Speaker, sir, we've exhausted the business as indicated in the morning session's order paper.
There being no other business to transact under this sitting, I now adjourn the House to Tuesday, the 23rd day of September 2025 at 2:30 p.m.